Oh, sorry about that. Hang on. I've got to adjust the chair 1 sec. I was just putting the heating on because it's just started to get a bit cold in here. Like, not mega cold, but enough to say, yeah, let's put it on for a little bit, right, and adjust my headset because that got moved when I stood up just then. And I'm assuming the audio is working all right. Okay, got to double check. Yep, we are good to go. Right, okay. So, for anybody who is joining me for the first time on one of these, this is a reaction, I suppose you could call it, or commentary, chat. BYOC basically means bring your own copy because there's no audio or video from what we're going to be watching tonight. You'll have to supply that yourself, but that's why I have the sync timer just below me. So I'll start that when the film begins. And if you need to catch up, or you join the stream late, or whatever the reason that you might need it for, you know exactly at the point we are, so you don't get things spoiled, or you can be within a few seconds, give or take, on the same scene that we're watching, sort of thing. Because it's this is what the old watch party thing that Twitch used to do, and I still can't believe they got rid of, which is really freaking annoying. It would do all this automatically, sort of thing. And speaking of the Twitch parties, this is one of the reasons why I'm watching this tonight. Is I think it was about a year or two ago, before they stopped doing them, and before I remembered that I can just do it just as a chat sort of thing. I don't know why it took me so long. It's just one of those things that we were going to watch the original trilogy of the Bill and Ted films. So obviously, Excellent Adventure, Bogus Journey, which is what we're watching tonight, and Face the Music. Now, we watched 1 and 3 because for some strange reason, I still couldn't figure it out or find out why. Number 2, Bogus Journey, was not available. Now, the only thing I can think of that the reason maybe why is there might have been a like a licensing or a contract reason. Maybe like another channel had like on Netflix or something and stuff like that. And it was just very, very strange having the first in the trilogy, the third, which actually isn't too bad. I will say the third one, the Face the Music one, isn't too bad. I personally, out of both of them, I preferred the second one, the one for tonight. But the third one is worth, I would say, giving it a watch. But as with any sort of really good trilogy, there's always going to be one that's weaker than the others. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad. Just first one. So the way I'd rate it would be, say, the first one, 7.5. Tonight's one, 8. The third one, I'll say 7. Now, granted, the third one is probably more for the nostalgia factor. But this was also a film I can remember seeing it in the cinema. And I, at the time, because this came out in 91, so I would have been... Whoa. I would have been about 15, 16. I think when this came... Yeah, I would have been about 15, 16 when this came out. So I would have been like the same. Actually, how old is Keanu Reeves? How old is he? I need to check that, otherwise it's going to bug me. He is 60. Okay. But at the time, obviously, the same sort of Hollywood thing. Older folks would be playing teenagers. But in terms of like actual age, I was probably closer to the character's age, but definitely not the actor's age. So, also, I didn't really realise it then, but obviously as I've got older, I have realised it. My sense of humour tends to go between one of two extremes, like most things. One, sort of crude, slightly vulgar, knob jokes. That's the bottom of the barrel. But occasionally I do like the more sort of clever humour, or some people say puns aren't clever humour, but I'll fight people on that. But occasionally, I'd watch the sort of more highbrow humour and be like, oh yes, very good sort of thing. But I mention that because Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is definitely towards, well, I was the target demographic, let's just put it like that. Sort of I think we call it, yeah, mid to late teens coming along, trying to decide what you've got to do with your life, all that kind of stuff. And there's a couple of sequences in this which are, well, let's just say that they live not so much rent free in my head, but they are definitely, they've got an open invitation to return whenever they want. Now, one particular part is of the end sequence, which is just absolutely amazing for my point of view at the time, especially my sort of 16-year-old brain, which was like, holy shit, this is incredible. And I was trying to think of the other bit. I'm trying to say it without spoiling things as well. I'm just trying to think. There's I can't really say it without spoiling the other one. Hmm. 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 Oh yeah, they meet death. The Grim Reaper himself. There you go. That's as close as I can say to it without spoiling things. Now, if you think, oh, that's a bit of a spoiler. It's in the literal description and it's in the trailers and stuff like that as well. So, I think we'll get ready to crack on. But so I'm just making sure the microphone's in the right position so I don't knock it off its hinge thing again. Right, there we go. So, what I'll do is I'll do a 5-second lead in and for the timer and just get it all prepped up. So get yourself ready and we will prep in a moment. No, doing that one, get that one ready. And often I recommend people to put on the captions if you can. It's not a thing that you must do. I'm not your parents, but I found that on certain films, the volume can be sort of temperamental. And sometimes you can miss out on especially on the older films, where the technology wasn't really available to sort of balance it to the same level we're used to now. So yeah, on the older films, I do recommend putting on captions if that's something that you can process, because I know some people can't. I think you find captions really, really distracting. I don't. I'm fine with it. Occasionally, though, they do have nice little touches. Like I will. I do like I think it was in the Godzilla's King of the Monsters one, before they officially named King Ghidorah as King Ghidorah. It was called Monster One by the NPCs. They changed the captions from Monster One to King Ghidorah once he'd been named in the film. And I freaking love that they did that, rather than spoiling the character's name, what it was going to be. I absolutely love that. Right, okay. Oopsie, cable's still stuck up there. Right. Okay, here we go. So, let me just quickly do a test to make sure that the... Yep, that's it. Okay, yep. Always need to make sure that is... There we go, yep. Need to make sure that the timer's actually working, because the plugin can be a bit temperamental, especially if I haven't used it for a while and OBS is updated. So we're good to go on that. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no, that's the old MGM Lion. Oh, there's going to be some good tunes in this as well. Well, plus also as well, apparently, Pam Grier is in this. I didn't realise. I was looking at IMDb earlier. Yes, that Pam Grier. Hello. Oh. San Dimas, California, 2691 AD. I see what you did there. Time. Oh. So I have a kitty cat on my lap now. Dramatic air guitar. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Hello. I know. Yes. This even though technically this came out in '91, this is definitely an '80s movie in terms of vibe. God, that fashion sense is awful. Huh. Apparently, during filming, Keanu Reeves collapsed in his trailer and was hospitalised with an arm infection. Reading the X-ray thing that comes up. Yeah. Yeah, it's in the future, but they use 80s graphics. Ah, George Carlin, you are greatly missed. And yes, that is that, and yes, that is literally him. how, how many times must be your practice to pronounce that? Very important. I mean, that's probably a great use for time travel education. What's my motivation for this scene? Go in there and look menacing. Sweet. It's all Darth Vader as that walk, isn't it? This dude would have made a most excellent Baron Harkonnen, I feel. Hmm. The whole how can I put it? Can you mess with time? That is rubbery. That is very, very rubbery. Also, surprise. was, like then comes out, guitar riff starts playing. I still want it. I still would love his jacket. I wonder how many people would actually figure out where it's from, though. Who cares? Still makes me laugh that they used a phone box for a time machine. Plus, I love how they did in the first one. They show the circuits of time. Absolutely brilliant. Probably my second favourite way of depicting the what the dimension of time, which isn't a dimension, but you know what I mean. Yeah, hmm, they're not they're they're not that good. Yeah, they're not that good, which I suppose is kind of the point. See, Pam Grier. If in doubt, Iowa. 25 grand in 91. That's about 60,000 today. Yeah, they're not that good. mm, Pretzels and cheese. I could really eat some pretzels right now. I am not. I am not suggestive at all. Yeah. So when it comes to food, product placement works on me. I'm not going to deny that. Not going to deny that. Happy 521st birthday. Oops. Yeah, what have you done? Oh, it's the military schools. Mm, oats. Get on. Get back on my lap, you silly. She keeps getting on and off my lap. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, she has a thing for the older gentleman. Yeah. Oh, that's just messed up. I feel, I feel so. Just, oh dear. Mm. Wow, that is an old can design. But I mean, that is 91, so I haven't seen that can design in years. I think I prefer the newer one, but that is a classic design of the times. Yeah, I am fixated on a can of Pepsi. Hmm. It's like their speech is basically the same. They just changed the words. Yeah. Oh. they are. They basically share one brain cell. They do. They are the definition of one shared brain cell. Oh, nice. Oh, here it comes. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Giddy. In fact, nobody notices it's like a phone box just appearing out of nowhere. Yeah, because the Circus of Times cover everywhere and every when. Now, think about it. That dude has a thing that allows him to talk across time, which is pretty impressive. What, 700 years? 650? Hmm. And of course, they have apartment 69. Of course, they do. Harsh. Okay, yeah, fair enough. If they're going to send the booth away, I forgot about that bit. Yeah. You know, someone in the morning's going to be going, "That weird bloody squares appeared in the parking lot again." Now, that scene puzzled me. It's like, why are they showing this? And then, you'll see why. Little granular TVs, yeah. Little cathode ray things. I don't think LCDs were in common. Was it? Uh, I mean, I think they were available just for like, they would cost like a freaking fortune sort of thing. Oh, it's 33, not derp. And the thing is, this to them probably doesn't seem that weird. Like, yeah. Yeah, it looks like a big apartment. It's like, everything's like so exaggerated. That's the thing is, both of them have got like on the right track sort of thing, like the logic behind it. Yeah, it's not like he's totally predictable or anything. I have a cat who's demanding attention. Yeah, see the oldie green screen just there. Yeah, see what I said about like the humour being crude and aimed at 15, 16-year olds. You can understand why younger me, and to a lesser degree, older me, quite enjoys this film. Wait, you're in the desert in the middle of the night. Of course it's going to be cold. Yep, the second brain cell's activating. Yeah, this is Faith No More that's playing right now. I'm sure it is. They've got a yeah, that's Faith No More playing right now. That was a band I used to listen to. So there you go. There's the Kirk Mountain. Which is why they were showing it earlier. What is called foreshadowing. Yes way. Wow. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good construction, really, thinking about it. Yeah, it's not that. Spot the stunt doubles. You idiot, you captured the stunt doubles. Oh, I love that bit in Spaceballs. That's a great film, Spaceballs. Like trying to kick his own butt. Oh dear. Yes. Not excusing the minor bigotry there, but they are evil robots. Ew. Yeah. This. Ew. Hmm. And this is where Johnny Silverhand developed his appreciation of the Porsche. I wonder if they picked that in Cyberpunk because of this. Like, what car would Johnny Silverhand drive? I wonder. Although technically, the game got it from the RPG, so we'd have to. And Mike Pondsmith is the one who created Cyberpunk. He did a freaking good job of that. Oh, dude. Yeah, have a shot every time they say dude. Oh, there's no one. God, my liver will be destroyed in about half an hour. Okay, I'll have a sip of water every time they say dude. I'll put it over there. Oh, there he is. I love this character, this version of Death. And I believe that's William Sadler, I believe. Yeah. Yep, William Sadler. How's it hanging? Oh, there's another dude. I should have set up a dude counter. Oh, another one. I can't keep doing that. Right, some D&D then. Oh, yes, the traditional game. Wasn't it actually? Yeah, this particular sequence coming up is actually a nod towards a really old film, like where someone plays death, plays like chess or something for their soul. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's a. This is definitely a homage to that scene or film. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of water, so I'm not gonna do that in the dude thing anymore. Does Dev have? Would it actually be capable? You know what? Turn off the higher brain cells, Chris. Turn off the higher brain cells. 50 miles to San Dimas. That's a bit of a journey. That was a nice Porsche. Was it Porsche? I can't remember. Oh, great! And the evil robots also throwing SA into it as well. Damn, they really are dicks. Oof. That's just. Yes. That's the thing. They are evil. So I've seen that film with Patrick Swayze. You can guess what's about to happen. Yeah, it's not like anyone can teach them. So that's how possession works. He's totally got the okay. Fair play to that actor. He has totally got the mannerisms down right. Like just the way he's standing. Even the way of speaking, that's actually so well done. And of course, everyone else, he's absolutely losing his mind. Yeah, and um, um what's it? Bill and Ted, the I can put it. Good ideas, but the faults just aren't there. Yeah, yeah. I had to stop doing the dude thing. Although I oh, now I've got a craving for donuts. Yeah, this is when you find out the superintendent and be like, yes, there's a problem with two of our chief officers. They need help. So what the? We won't talk about that. Whatever it was, we will not talk about it. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, what's the word? Yeah, oh yes, seances. I also want to try. As long as they're all in on it, no one's being harmed. I wouldn't go to one though, because although obviously she's obviously got some latent talent. Hey, boys, no time to perv. Always know how to put down what you summon. So this is prepared. I'll give her that. And turn to the right page, which is impressive. Though seances are going to be very popular now. They're never going to forget this night. Yeah. This sequence is so stupid, but I love it. Yeah, and still falling, and still falling. Hey, excuse me. I'm trying to watch the film. Come on. I mean, it's just so stupid. It's like, what do you do when you're falling down a infinite hole? So, see, share one brain cell. Maybe we do share one brain cell. Yes, way. Now, can you guess where they are? That should give you a clue. God, I'm now remembering the bit in Tenacious D at the end. From Devil Dude. So it's the actor playing the devil there. I'm sure, even through the prosthetics, I recognise their face, but I cannot remember their name. I cannot think who they are. Oh, that sounds. Yeah, definitely a good idea for me to have stopped doing the dude thing, because if I'd done that with alcohol, I'd be passed out by now. My liver can only withstand so much. Hmm. Yeah, he just didn't specify where you would go. I think as a potential hell dimension, this is a great idea because if you look at those corridors, you will never be able to stand up straight. It's a great idea. So you can move, you just can't move fast. Yeah, go ahead, open a random door in hell. What's the worst that can happen? Some kind of brutalist painting. Oh, there he is. Yep. What's the word? I'm trying to remember. Ali Emery, I still think, did the best sergeant ever. Full Metal Jacket. Great film, but messed up in places. Yeah. That's the point. Even though technically infinity is a concept, not an actual number, but well done. The second brain cell's working. Although some of those hills sound quite interesting. I'm hearing the whips in the background. No, stop, stop. It's young Ted. This kid does a very good job at playing a young Keanu. Like, if somebody's telling me like he's like their like younger cousin or something, I believe them. And the caption comes up with 90s classical music. Hmm. Oh, yeah. I can remember it. This scene in the cinema, I'm seeing it, made me very uncomfortable. Like, like the faces, the room, but I suppose that's kind of the point. It's supposed to make you feel very uncomfortable. Mm, chocolate eggs. That's creepy. And that's Alex Winters, basically under all that makeup there. So you can see like the family resemblance sort of thing. Oh, that's scary Bilbo. Yeah, yeah, we're going full on. Oh, that's like Smeagol with Bilbo. No, 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 thank you. I don't. I'm not going to choose my eternity. Thank no, thank. Yeah, you don't mess with the devil in his own domain. Uh, you're in his house right now. So they've got like their individual hells chasing after them, their joined hells, the devils on their back. Okay, that's terrifying. That's some nightmare fuel right there. There he is. See, they had a much better job when they were doing it before. This would have been Earth-ish. This is the scene I was talking about earlier about it being a homage to, I think a French film, just obviously about the battleships. believe it was chess. I think that's the classic game. It's a good idea playing 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 death for your soul, or no second chance at life. A great idea. As long as death is playing fair, which I believe they normally would do. You know, look at his face. It's like, I just got beaten by two idiots. Oh, here we go. Yes, way. Does that zoom in on his face? It's like. He's playing Clue. Or Cluedo, depending upon where you are in the world. Yeah, that's the thing. Playing death for for your soul, as long as death plays fair. Yeah, so he's lost 5 times now to these two. Sorry, 3 times, I should say. Sorry, 3 times. More than once. God, this is. Yeah. I could have maybe played that game when I was like their age, but I think now, even just trying to play that, I'm sure I'd dislocate something. Again. That's the thing. They weren't patronising him. They were being genuine. It's like keeping death waiting. Ah, the stars have aligned. Oh, I've just realised something as well. There was an old cartoon I used to watch in the late 90s where two kids beat death at a game and he becomes their servant. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Great show for its time. Still watch it occasionally. Ah, this is heaven. Or one version of it. That's a lot of marble. You know what? That's what heaven's like. As long as they got some good food, doesn't seem so bad. Uh, um, yeah, we're like, well, I'm out. Like, you're in here. What's the worst that can happen? That's what can happen. That was impressive. They got changed very, very quickly. And that dude's in his shorts. What did he? If we assume that they are wearing either what was the most important to them or what they died wearing, what was that guy doing with that? He's probably in the swimming pool. Oh, oh! I just spotted something there. Oh, it's a different guy. I thought it was the same guy walking across. Nope, different fella. That would have been awkward having the same person walking around. Ah, St. Peter. Keeper of the pearly gates. Death space. Has its dawn. Just like every cowboy. It's a sad, sad song. I'm probably gonna get copyright strike for that. It's like you look familiar to me. Very dramatic music. I am assuming that is the Almighty. There's a picture like being like, mm-hmm. You mugged three people in heaven. I see. Oh yeah, and that's death. Yeah, it's like, that's the Almighty. They know. Yeah. As I said, no humour. Very, very low. That's why they changed their name. They now call it Eurectum. I love that joke in Futurama. You know someone's made a copy of that IRL. Just imagine the big G sitting there going, hmm, yeah, I've lived for eternity. So existed for eternity even. And today has surprised me. Oh, that's weird. Fake floor, of course. Try not to see his shoulder under the floor there. So parties. Where you going? I'm going over there. Okay. Doesn't mean he has to like his creation. Oh yes, station. I love that line. It's like, yeah, the best scientist in the universe. Nobody says it was from Earth. Tumbleweed. Had a killer vibe, dude. But he is Einstein. So that's the thing, that they're genuine with their compliments. Everyone thinks they're being patronising because of the way they talk. But they remind me so much of the Krites from. Have you ever seen the film Critters? They have that. They're just hanging out there with Ben Franklin. And the question is, how long have they been dead? I imagine time doesn't work the same way. Ew. Ew. It's just so. It's like this film is so stupid, but I absolutely love it because it's stupid. But that whole. I think this is also around the time I started reading the Terry Pratchett books, which obviously, no, the character of death is a big thing in this as well. No, 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 they came later. That came later. But I can remember when I was reading the books, I kept remembering this film because of this, because of this version of the Grim Reaper. And they're just laughing their asses off. Leave the kiddies alone. And if they don't actually hit them, they miss them. That's horrifying. Hardware, lumber, garden, paint, plumbing, electrical. I'm just thinking, technically speaking, you could have Keanu's main films be the different stages of the same character's life. Like, the Bill and Ted films, followed by Johnny Mnemonic, then John Wick, finishing off with. Well, it would be a film, it would be a game, wouldn't it? Cyberpunk. Plus a few other films, bits and pieces thrown in along the way. Like, I think Point Break? I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, but they're robots. Death getting acquainted with the hardware store. It's like, ah, interesting. Announcing your name's evil. Hmm. It's like, yeah. Stick with. Oh, yeah. And that guy's never going to smoke ever again. And that was back when you could smoke in some stores. So many different ways of activating it. Never saw that button before. Never see it again. Huh. Those butt cheeks. Those are impressive butt cheeks. So, ooh, that's like some kind of a Cronenberg film. Yep, that is disgustingly impressive. That's how I feel first thing in the morning. Even Dev's impressed. I love the soundtrack to this. This is one of the ones I was talking about, like the music. I think this is called, if I remember rightly, I believe this track is Battle Stations. An appropriate name, really. Is it actually say? It doesn't actually say what the track's name is. Hello. You have to move because I can't see the film. Okay. That's like, what the fuck are they doing? I mean, consider what they're building with the technology that's available to them. This is damn impressive. I mean, they are the greatest scientists in the universe. Yeah, very impressive, actually. I got a cat with demanded attention. What? Very far. Prisoners, open wide, battle stations. Some brainwash me. I think I've actually got the soundtrack to this film somewhere, like on a CD or something. If not, it'll be like on Spotify or something like that. So. Oh, that's the seance party from earlier. As the robot. As I say, for the time, how quickly they did it, functional robots out of really crude Earth tech. That's impressive. Hmm. Well, wasn't that the same set they used at the beginning for the school? Or am I imagining it? I mean, yeah, appropriate. Also, stations are big, lad. Primus, as featured from time to time. I thought I recognised the name Primus. I thought I did. Yeah, because they did the end music, didn't they? Yeah, using gaming joysticks there for the controllers. Yeah, yeah. Station doesn't have a cake; he has the entire bakery. The fact that they're hanging out with Death and a Martian scientist who was once dead only about less than 24 hours ago. What you say? So, cat. Go, get comfortable. Honestly, this entire sequence is just brilliant. From this point onwards to the end of the film. Imagine like you're sitting there watching this, it's like, this is amazing. I suppose it's kind of the point. Get people to notice and know who they are. Yeah, you're sitting there watching a Battle of the Bands thing, and this comes on. This would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Yeah, you got pyrotechnics, robots, death for some strange reason, robots exploding. Yeah, if you were at a concert and you saw that happening, that'd be like, yeah. Although not too sure why that guy's dressed up as the Reaper, but I dig it. Oh, yeah. This is one hell of a performance. Performance. Those are some boots. That's also some impressive trousers. Jodhpurs, I think. That's a great name. What? I dare you interrupt the football. Marmite. We wouldn't say that. We would not say that if that had happened. The language would be more colourful. You see what's happening? Yes, you do. That's a great callback to the first film there. Remember the trash can. Here's one hell of a performance. Smart. Hmm. Now, yep. What they call it, a predestination paradox? Yeah. So basically, time can't be changed. Whatever happened did happen and will happen, including that. But, oh, I like that. For what? What would they arrest him for? That's weird. What would they arrest him for, though? I mean, I know it's for the plot purposes. I know, but still, what would they arrest him for? There's our boy. There's Rufus. See, and it all does make sense. There is a logic to it. Here it comes. This isn't possibly my favourite bit of the entire film, and was just like from this bit onwards. And say doesn't much live rent free in my head, but it has a room on standby. You have a time machine. Yes! I've just remembered something. This is Johnny Silverhand in his early days. See, look at that. Is that not Johnny Silverhand in his early days? You can see now why he was chosen to play that role in Cyberpunk. Obviously, before we had the arm replacement. Before he became Silverhand. Here we go. Also, the beard on Axe Winters is a tribute slash nod towards ZZ Top. Seriously, look at ZZ Top, you know what I'm talking about. And that's the only time it's acceptable for a British person to say it like that. The shark, the man with no tan. A man with no tan. I love that line. I wonder how many times when he swung the scythe did he smack himself on the head. At least once. And he's, respect to the roadie for paying respect. Oh. We've been in the future. Been all around the afterlife. Oh. Ted. Place to be. Through here. It's plan to be. Now. Here it comes. Let's rock. And I believe this is done by Kiss. The original version, anyway. Oh, sorry. There's two parts to this. There's a guitar solo by Stevie Vai, which is this bit. And there's the bit that comes afterwards. Yeah, that's another reason why I like to have the captions on, because it tells me things like that sometimes. And because he managed to turn all the TV channels to this particular event, yeah, he has now set up his own future, the one he was trying to change. Predestination paradox. Now we will. What you want, you don't know. See? They learned to play very well. I can remember in the cinema, the amount of people who got up and left at this point was silly. Keep watching to the end of the credits. Crop increase 30%. New Stallions album number 1. Set to play Wembley Stadium. Play the Grand Canyon. Middle East, peace achieved. Oh, they just fantasize, but you don't stop living till you realize. Air guitar found to eliminate smog. Well, proven fact. Reaper wins Indy 500. I didn't know I could run that fast. Death to Record solo album. TQ magazine. Death Dress Summer. The New Look. Bold. Chuck the Anomalous. The Red Missy. Oof. Yep. Yep, there's a rumoured split. Dow drops 600 points, which is pretty much everything. While Stallion split a hoax down to record high. Bill and Ted, the movie. Grim Reaper in lip sync scandal. Oh, no. Milli Vanilli, that's what I'm going to say. Wild Stallions to play Mars. Station. There we go. Yep. Okay. Oh, that was one of those films that, I mean, objectively, it's not a brilliant film, but it hit at a point in my life when I was this, and I think when did Terminator 2 came out? Because I remember watching them roughly around the same time. Terminator 2, when that came out, 91. There we go. Yeah. So this and Terminator 2 came out in the same year. And the reason why these sort of stick in my mind, sort of thing, and why it's sort of relevant, was that I generally, up until around sort of 15, 16, to a lesser degree, hated going out on my own. I absolutely hated it. I was always like a sort of a small kid, I was definitely small for my age, so things were a little bit more intense back then. But it was around this sort of time that I started to go out and, to my parents' encouragement, sort of thing, to go and watch films in the local cinema, which was like a very, very short bus ride away for me. And two of the first ones I can remember seeing is this film, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and Terminator 2. Now, obviously I didn't watch them at the same time because they weren't out at the same time, but because these were like the first films I can remember seeing and being allowed to go and see on my own, I was like, not even like my brother or sister with me, this was just like, boom, on my own type thing. Not because they didn't trust me, but because I just didn't have the confidence to go out on my own until around that sort of time. So those two films stick in my mind and have a special place in my heart, as it were. Plus, also as well, like I say, the humour in this was pretty much where part of my humour level peaked. I won't deny that. For me, this is my favourite out of the three. Like I say, the three Bill and Ted films, and looking back on it now, I can see so many things in this that have either influenced me in terms of my humour or pop culture in general. Like, the bit at the end there, when, like I say, when he gets out the phone booth after coming back from the future, I'm like, oh my God, that is Johnny Silverhands. Like, you can 100% see Keanu, aka, Ted, like, from a physical point of view, maybe not from a mental point of view, but like at some point the timelines diverged, and maybe in the one that the anomalous one was where became Johnny Silverhands and stuff like that. So that's something I like doing every so often. It's like trying to sort of mesh the different characters together. I know they're separate things. I know they are, but it's a nice little game. You're thinking, right, this is the younger version. This is when he was like just out of college. This is him, when he was doing all this and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so, now, I've been a good boy. I have not been playing RimWorld off stream, but I'm getting that urge to play it again tonight. Or maybe some other game. So, I'm going to go and, load up a game, because, it's like 20 to 8. I've still got some time, so I'm going to say goodnight. But I will be back with RimWorld, my on-stream save, and I'll be back on that next Tuesday. Fingers crossed, as long as nothing happens, obviously. But for now, good night, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.